I'm going to call that 10. It's probably close enough to 10. 1.010 gives an ABV of 4.86 as we started at 1047. Not bad, but a little bit stronger than I wanted. Isn't this looking sad? Only 4 left. 4 days to Christmas. Yes, I know it's a little bit different this year, but come on. It'll be over soon and we can work our way towards a better future. Day 21, and I've forgotten what was what, I have to say. Oh, I had forgotten. Good. I must do something with that yeast I've got upstairs, the Curate yeast upstairs. Hey, just think about this. From now on, the evenings start to get lighter. Isn't that a good feeling, just knowing that, without it happening? Just knowing it. Right. Other stuff we've got to do today. 2 great things in the post this morning. First of all, a knockoff Qmax cutter, all the way from China, but it's 22.5. I think this one, yeah, 22.5-ish in Chinese. No. It's because I'm not sure what size hole we need to make in those new kegs. You don't want to see that. You want to see this. This is something that I ordered a couple of weeks ago from Ukraine. And is this polythene or is this taped? This is one of those proper unboxing. It's actually taped, I think. Alright, okay. Not the most professional of video makers, me, you know. That's better. This is the bottle filler, the barrel bottle filler, and I know there's only the pet bottle filler in this particular one because the guy's sending me the glass bottle filler and the swing top bottle filler. A separator there. Is that a spare? If it is, I'm not sure. Ah, that's probably for there, isn't it? Right. Break the habit of a lifetime. It's all fairly straightforward. Realistically, it's a beer tap that you clamp a bottle to, and then you can purge it with CO2. So, put that up there on top of my advent calendar. We have the 2 inlets here. Is this still on camera? You know, I'm getting good at this. Gas inlet, and this is your waste outlet. So I'm guessing in here we will have, I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to lose any of these bits. I would normally have put them into a little tray, but I'm a lazy git today. So there we have, is that in shot? Nearly in shot. So we've got 3 connectors. Oh, for fuck's sake. This, I'm guessing, is, I don't know. Maybe not, you know, that's got, right. Alright, so one of these, right, okay, so that goes behind, so that then will go on there. Yeah. So that's your barbed connector for your beer. What I'm going to use, is one of these party taps with the disco, and all I'm going to do is take the party tap off and attach that to, where's it gone, the barb on the end. Similarly for gas, I'm just going to use a bit of gas line. So it's arrived a little bit late because I was going to try and do some of these, what everybody seems to be doing, these beer mails, but I'm always a little bit, I don't know, I don't particularly class myself as one of these sort of like brewers that people would want to taste all my shit, so I don't generally do beer mails. But that ain't gonna work, is it, you dickhead? I think I've done this wrong. Yeah, I have. Well, there's no surprise there, boys and girls. I'm sure it probably does say in the manual. Is that? Yeah, so that's the barb for the beer. Right, yeah, that's good. Then that screws into the back of that. And that is for your gas. It's got a little washer on there. Oh, come on, you fucker. I'll do a proper review of this. I probably don't need to. I think it's Daft Cat Brewing. There's this girl who does all these reviews on stuff properly, unlike what I do. And then this goes not like that, probably like that. So you have that coming out, you could cut a hole, your bottle goes in here, that pushes your bottle up, you purge it with CO2, you let some of the CO2 out, and then you fill it with, does that make sense? Can you see that? Sorry, I've just wasted so many minutes of your life. But that is it then. That's a Q-Max cutter, that's not a part of it. So maybe today I'll get this all connected up. So waste, gas, beer in, standard beer tap type thing, and bottle and whatever. Does that make sense, boys and girls? Good. Right, got other stuff to do as well today. I need to go and get my butt plug pump. I think I can safely say this pump is a bit more powerful than the other one. Whew, that is a powerful pump. Anyway, day for gifts. Someone came round, bought me a wipe. They know me. There's all socially distanced. They wanted to buy something, so all legal. Left a card. What a card! That's my sort of Christmas card, really. And look at that. It always worries me that I'm not really very creative. I'd love to do stuff like that if I had a laser cutter. Well, I've just given away who it was. And then this, a little key ring with a leaf on there to turn over for New Year. So, how good is that? I've just had a notification from DHL that a delivery will arrive. I'm not expecting any, so that's a weird one. I've got a couple of little jobs to do. Then I'm going to try and fix this up, because I want to try and get that working today, so I can test it and drop some of the Czech Pilsner off with Mark. I'm sure some people do a really smart job. All I've done is chopped a 25mm hole, which is sort of like an inch, just over an inch really, I suppose, isn't it? And then I'm going to pop a couple of holes in here for the pipe work. That's all. Top tip, boys and girls, attach your gas line to the gas input post before you attach it to the eye tap. I had to soak that in boiling water to get it on. I don't think it's ever coming off. It's that rigid, gas line. So now I've got to try and screw it into there. Second top tip, take it all apart again so that you can get this in here and then tighten it up. So just to recap, two 10mm holes and a 25mm hole. Let's put it together. From the behind side, plastic nut. This is very much just like a normal kind of tap connector. I don't know if that would fit. It probably wouldn't. I might try, see if that will fit a normal. We'll see. Maybe another time. Yeah. So two 10mm holes. We've got the gas connector. We have the drain. This is just from an old dip tube from a Firmzilla. And a standard disco on the end. I've flushed it all out with Star San. What we need to do now is get some kind of gas connector on the end of that. Easy. So this was a counter pressure bottle filler that I was using. Again, with just like a piece of hose, and then fill it with gas, unscrew it, let the gas out, put some beer in there, unscrew it, let the beer push the gas out. Limited success. This should be far superior. When I was cleaning it out with Star San, what I did notice was this doesn't just pour in, it sprays out. So against the sort of edge of the bottle. I don't know whether that's to reduce foaming or not. I'll see when I have erected it. Ooh, tiny bit. Not the best of times to find you've nearly got an empty CO2 bottle. What I have done, this is my spare CO2 feed. I've put it into that counter pressure. That comes up into the Boel. Look at that. Well, that works. Then I shall attach down here. I always love the way all the best laid plans suddenly fall apart. So number 4 is the Czech Pilsner. So I'll disconnect that from the keg. So that's now connected to here. I've flushed it through with Star San. I'm going to flush it through a little bit into just any old bottle, just to make sure that that's completely flushed out. And I've got another bottle over in Star San. So we will now, oh, moment of truth. Let's get a couple of bottles, one to flush and one to fill. Now, if that's not an almost perfect Heath Robinson setup, I don't know what is. Let's get a bit closer, because I'm using a tripod, both hands free, because I think I'll need both hands. Moment of truth, boys and girls. The drain is currently going into, just popped into the neck of a bottle under there. So this will be the flush. That in and up. Not sure how much we should push that. Yeah, right, so open that. Right, let's have a, I don't know if you could see there, it actually froze it down the side of the bottle. I don't know how good let's have a look. Yes, you can see my camera work is getting better. I'm not a filmmaker. Right, so let's now flush that out, release the pressure, take that out. Look at that, you could even get a flake with that. Right, let's try it properly. Star San. I don't mind a few bubbles in a bottle when it's cleaned out with Star San. Do that up. CO2. So that's now purged, and we've got some CO2 in there. Right, this is where the counter pressure comes in, I guess. Let's do some counter pressuring. Well now, that is quite good. It has really restricted the flow. That's coming up a bit too fast, so we'll slow that down a bit. Slowed it down to oft. Is it? Actually, do you know, that's quite a fast fill. That is now up to top. Star Sand lid. It's just going to go everywhere. Let's release the pressure just in case. Well, would you look at that? Mark is going to get some of the Czech Pilsner after all. Now that, I think, is a bit of a winner. Simplicity itself. Is there anything I don't like about it? Not really. It was cheap enough. Well, I say cheap enough, it was 60 quid. Easy enough to use. That was, for a first go, I'm impressed. I'm going to do another one, but it means I've got to go and get another bottle to Star San. Right, second go. Star San, oops, bottle in, bottle done up, do that up, purge, release, purge, release, purge, beer, Czech Pilsner on its way to our mark. That's about as perfect as it gets, isn't it? Right, so turn the tap off. I can see me at some point forgetting to turn the tap off, but there you go. Release the pressure, no pressure, find a lid, out and capped. Again, how easy and straightforward was that? So that's your Boel, I'll get the thing, your Boel bottler. Unfortunately, all these instructions are in, I don't know, some foreign language, either Japanese or Chinese or whatever, but you don't really need instructions. It's easy as cracking a bottle open. I hope that's been of interest and of some use. Next, and finally, a quick flush with Star San. And what was in the drain bottle? So this is what catches any over foam. How much was there? A dribble. And compared to I suppose some filling systems, I suppose for 2 bottles that's a lot, for others it's not a lot. But quick final flush with, I'll just show you that pattern if I can. The spray pattern is, might be easier if I took that off. Soak that in Star San. Right, this is the spray pattern. Yeah. So not straight out, it's all around the edges. Wish I hadn't done that now. Bowl, I-tap, brilliant. Oh, this is more than a little embarrassing. After getting the tripod out and everything to video all that, and do such a professional job. Yeah. I I decided I'd change that gas bottle, and I've put my bleeding back out. Not badly, I don't think, but enough that I think I'm going to call it a day, because I don't want to sit at a computer and edit this, so I'll try and do the best I can to edit it on my phone, and then put the final little, you know, Christmas tree thing that goes up and down and whatever. So I hope you found that interesting, boys and girls. What I'll do a separate video. I'll put this one under vlog, because there's all the other stuff, but I'll do one just for this. So if you've watched this, don't watch that, because it'll be the same. I'll call it bowl eye tap, because I'm inventive and creative like that, you know. But I hope you found this interesting. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. 4 days before Christmas, I could do with a thumb up. And definitely been one of those days, hasn't it? If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It'd be lovely having you. And click the little bell. It'll remind you when I post more rubbish. But for now, I think that's the vlog for today. Cheers, boys and girls.